I think the best way that we can start our meeting is if we can just basically go on our Zoom. I think I'll call your name based on my screen. If we can introduce ourselves to one another, and then we'll kick off the meeting. So, Luann, why don't we start with you?
Great, wonderful. Yes, my name is Luann Irvin, and I'm the development director at the foundation. And I've been here for 13 years. And I work with fundraising, marketing, the advocate programs. And I also wanted to say, which I meant to mention right before, I'm going to record the meeting in case there are advocates who might want to listen afterwards. So I just wanted to give you the heads up on that. But I really enjoy working with our advocates or our state advocates and our resident advocates. And it's just a really fun part of the job. And I am really excited this year. Michael and Yana are both very pro advocates, and they're passionate about the profession, as many of our board members are. But it's just going to be an exciting year ahead, and we're really working on invigorating the program and getting people who are interested to participate. And we look forward to working with you and helping you in any way we can to support your efforts in talking about the foundation at your state. So thanks, everyone. Thanks for joining.
Thank you, Luann. Alyssa Fitzgerald.
Hi, everyone. My name is Alyssa Fitzgerald, and I have been with the AANA Foundation for 6 years now. And I work very closely with Luann on our marketing and fundraising efforts. I do a lot of digital marketing with email campaigns and on social media, graphics, our annual report, et cetera, et cetera. And as Luann also said, I love working with CRNAs and supporting our advocates and doing the great work that we do. So I'll let you take it back, Michael.
Thank you. Next, I'd like to introduce Yana Krimick-Greco, who's going to introduce herself.
Yeah, hey guys, Yana Krimick from New York, ANA wife to my wonderful husband, Michael Greco. We're really, really great friends. Actually, Michael is partially my inspiration, probably 50% of my inspiration to being involved with our profession so actively and advocacy part, and played an important role in my CRNA development. So advocacy is great. It's an opportunity to really find your purpose, your vision, and help us to be greater than the cause itself, right? So that's ultimately the goal. So thank you so much for being here. We're looking forward to work with you and having an amazing year of fundraising and then inspiring you to help us advocate for our profession. Thank you so much.
Thank you, Yana. Lori Shirley.
Hi, everyone. I am the current chair of the foundation. I've been on the foundation board of trustees this is my 6th year. I've been a CRNA for 20, and I'm currently a clinician scientist at Vanderbilt Medical Center, and I do pain research. I'm very happy to have you, happy to be on this call. You truly are the backbone of the foundation. It was through the state advocate in my state, when I came out of school in Florida, that I learned about what the foundation did and all the really cool things that they fund. So your role is so important in everything that we do. And thank you for being here.
Thank you, Lori. Paul?
Hi. So I'm Paul Benninga. I may have a very Halloween-esque background going on here, so don't look at the camera too close. I actually am the South Dakota advocate currently. I'm now a year removed from finishing a term on the board of directors for the foundation, a term that I absolutely loved and adored, and I got to meet all these wonderful people that have preceded me to speaking tonight. There's no better advocates than the board of the foundation and the staff of the foundation for our profession. And it is truly energizing to be around these people, and we can learn so much from them.
Yeah, thank you, Paul. Rachel?
Hi there. My name is Rachel Edgerton. I used to be very involved with CANA and the AANA, and then I moved to Minnesota and had small children and had to kind of sit it out for a little bit, and then was at the national meeting and kind of got invigorated to kind of get connected back involved, and then saw the posts on the social network and thought maybe this is what I need to do. So I currently live in Minneapolis and a suburb, and I teach at St. Mary's University and also work in clinical setting. I am originally from Kansas and kind of a transplant here for the last 12 years, 13 years, something like that. But just thought maybe this is the way to get back involved, and I'm very passionate about furthering our profession and whatever we can do to make CRNA stronger. So it's kind of a passion of mine.
Thank you so much. And this is what we need. Thank you. Andrea P.
Hi, everyone. I am the CEO for Texana. I have been with Texana since 2015, so one more year and you'll have a decade of me. It's always great to be involved, and I haven't really attended the foundation meetings as I've kind of got my first year as CEO under my belt. But Brian Cornelius is our state advocate, and it's always been really great to work with him. He's now also a board member for Texana, so I'm just excited to learn a little more about what the AANA Foundation does. I know we support it every year on a state level in our contribution, but
thank you.
Trying to see how we can, as a state, can just be a little more helpful.
Thank you so much. Janet?
Okay, good evening, everyone. And I just got my 9-year-old grandson out of my kitchen. I'm Janet Dewan. I'm the representative for Massachusetts. I've been marginally involved really with the foundation for many years. I would say that my focus is much more scholarship than say fundraising. I did do a short presentation at the Massachusetts Association of Nurse Anesthetists a virtual meeting last Saturday, just talking a little bit about all the things the foundation does and actually more encouraging people to apply for research funding. I teach at Northeastern University. I'm very involved with global anesthesia. I travel internationally quite a lot. So there you go. Nice to see everyone. And this is one of the rare Tuesday evenings that I'm sort of free.
Well, we're so happy you're here with us, Janet. Thank you so much for joining us. Mm-hmm. And thank you for your advocacy work, especially with our students.
Yeah.
Thank you. Okay, next we're going to ask Terry Calhoun.
Hey, I am from Alabama. I'm the advocate from Alabama. I am also on the Alabama board, Atlanta board. I've been involved with the foundation probably since 2008. Risa Culpepper, a icon with the foundation, was the one that got me involved. So I'm excited to be here. Thanks.
Thank you so much. Thank you. So one of the common themes that we're hearing from the different states is that they either want to learn more about the foundation or they're already on board the support train, and they're really helping to deliver our messaging to our members so that we could really inform the non-informed members on what the AANA Foundation really is and what type of work that we do. So we're gonna get to that in our presentation tonight. But one of the things is I have an ask tonight, and I want to really disseminate this ask to all of our states here within the country. Is each AANA member, a small percentage of their tuition or their dues, their AANA dues, goes to each state to use for advocacy and for support. And I know a lot of states right now within the U.S. support the AANA Foundation by giving just a little stipend to them on behalf of the state. And I truly believe that that really delivers a real powerful message to not only the members of your state, but to the national AANA members that do attend our different events and read the different pamphlets that we mail out, so that they can really understand and see that their state is working to support the foundation, which is working to help evolve our profession through research, science, education. Because none of the work that we do on the foundation, we can really do without the support that we get from our members. So what I'm asking is if maybe you can take back to your state, if you would really consider to give even a donation of just $50. If you could do better than that, that would be wonderful. But anything that you can possibly give to the AA Foundation to help drive the various programs that we have to support the profession, our students, the research, that would really, really, really be helpful. My goal for this year as chair is I'd love to see 50 states listed on that banner that we have at the AANA Congress, displaying all of the support that we got from our own states. That's really what I'd love to see. I'm going to follow up eventually my messaging in a letter to all the state presidents or the state boards, and hoping that they will support and try to help bring to fruition one of my initiatives that I'd like to see happen while I'm the chair of the AANA fundraising committee. And we can't do that without the state involvement. Another thing is if any of your meetings, I know that we spoke to the staff, we would love somehow the AANA Foundation to either have some sort of a display or to have some messaging through video on exactly what it is that we're doing, so that the members that do attend your state meetings can really understand the great work that we do. So we'd like to compose a video, or we'd like to come to your state meeting and really exhibit the AANA Foundation. So if you can keep that in mind of your state meetings too, we would love to attend your meeting. And if we can't attend, that's why we have you as our state advocates who are really sending that message there. Maybe you could even really develop something for your state. That would be real helpful for us. Do you have any questions about anything that I spoke about?
Michael, I have one comment. I know Stephanie May joined us. So she joined while you were doing introductions. Stephanie, are you available at all to say hello and introduce yourself? Well, she's still on, but you're right. She might have stepped away from her computer. So we will go back to her when we can. Okay, sorry to interrupt.
That's okay. Thank you, Luann. I think I'm going to turn the meeting now over to Yana so she could talk about her passion.
My passion that I always talk about. I am so excited. This is probably one of my favorite meetings to attend out of all the meetings that we have via Zoom, and I certainly hope that I'll see you some in person and we get a chance to chat, because to me it's really simple. You know, advocacy is basically, why are you doing it? Why are you speaking on behalf of something that is important to you? And in my lectures to our residents all across the country that I give for nearly 2 hours, I talk largely about the why, because it's important not only in our personal lives, but also our professional lives. Why are you here, right? Why are you doing this? Because you care about our profession, because you care about where it's going, where it's heading. Lots of things are happening in the ANA right now, lots of news coming out. And we are changing, we're evolving, we are growing, we are looking forward. We are no longer the secret in the healthcare, right? So we have to kind of float with that together and support that vision and these changes. And I think obviously, without solid participation, not only physical participation from the members, from the state organizations, but also bringing your passion, we will not be able to exist, simply. So, and financial contribution for nonprofit organizations such as the ANA Foundation is extremely important. It's supporting the very foundation of the profession. Just like we are extremely passionate about supporting our political agendas, our legislative agendas, one cannot go without the other. So 3 parts that cannot be separated and talked about separately. This is the ANA, this is PAC, this is foundation. It all has to come together. The ANA Foundation produces the ammunition for the wars that we have to fight, unfortunately. But we do have to do that, and I think more wars coming, so hence the data, research, everything that needs to be produced in order to support our legislative fights needs to be there. So we cannot do that without you. I also strongly think, and I kind of support and echo what Michael said, is that accountability, right? We have to hold each other accountable for our involvement and what we do within the organization. If you are truly, truly passionate about something and you truly want to make a difference, you will do something about it, right? You will go out of your way. You will do a maybe small presentation, or make sure that there is something within the states that is in your state organizations that's there to speak on behalf of the ANA Foundation, just to kind of put the word out. PAC sometimes, and I'm not saying anything against PAC, but PAC does take such a large portion of our financial push, right? Like we always PAC, state PAC, ANA PAC, that the foundation, we forget about that benefit that the foundation brings. So holding our residents accountable for participation, and not only participation within the state and their program, but also after they leave. We do support our residents largely, ANA Foundation, and if we have the breakdown from our wonderful staff to show how much support, financial support, goes out to our students, to our residents, it is enormous. It's incredible how much we do, not only for research, but also to support our students when they're struggling, when they're presenting their projects, to support them to grow. So holding them and not just say, you got to give back, pay forward, but inspiring them to give back and pay forward through their contribution, either physical or financial or both, is very important. So I think we need to raise that. We need to bring that to our programs, and we need to raise that. Participation in our fundraising events as well is hugely important. It's important. It's a valuable tool for us to raise money for the ANA Foundation, and kind of just spreading the word out and showing up, simply just showing up like we did tonight. I spend quite a bit of time thinking about what advocacy is. It's a very broad topic, but it's a very near and dear to me because it is extremely fulfilling personally, about being passionate about a cause and then being greater than a cause, as I mentioned earlier. So I appreciate those people who are not only passionate in small lunch break rooms and talk about it to CRNAs that already know about this, but also to those that are surrounding us. There's a physicians, surgeons, our physician anesthesiologist colleagues, having a really meaningful conversation with them about certain things that are productive. And also, of course, kind of getting out there and inspiring other CRNAs to participate, to be involved, because it is always, you willingly give, but you also always have to graciously receive in life. And I think that that's with everything you do, and especially with something that you're passionate about and something that drives you every single day to get out of bed and move. It's not just giving anesthesia, it's the profession as a whole. So that's how I feel about, and I hope if you have any questions, of course, and discussion, feel free to reach out.
Thank you, Yana. Thank you, Yana. Very good. Luann, I'm going to turn the meeting back over to you.
Okay, great. Thank you very much. I have noticed, I think Stephanie is having an issue with her mic being on mute. So Stephanie, are you able to introduce yourself? Well, I can tell you, I'm not sure. Oh, good, she is. Okay, go ahead, please.
Hi, can you hear me?
Yes.
Great. Oh, awesome. So my name is Stephanie May, and I'm currently the state advocate for the state of Colorado, which I've done for a long time. And I was on the board for 6 years with Wilma and Lidan and Chuck Griffiths. And so I've been on the board for a long time, and I cannot tell you how happy I am to hear all of the energy coming from Michael Greco and all of the words that were just said. that's the language that you need to use when you're talking to students or CRNAs. So hats off to everybody who's on the board right now. It's big energy. Thank you for everything you're giving.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Very kind.
Okay. Thank you, Stephanie. Just to, there was another person on the call, a 316 number, but I don't see it now. So we'll move forward. And if that person gets back on, we'll turn it over to them. What we're doing this time, as you have noticed, because you've received the agenda, we have a lot of information packed in the agenda on the front end that talks about our fundraising from last year and how we ended. We raised $1,805,000 last year with total giving. Oh no, total giving. Yes, the goal was 848, and we raised 1,000,008. So it was a fantastic fundraising year, and we're hoping for another great year this year. Our goal is a little over $1 million. Please be sure to check out we have links in for all of our programs. So make sure that you go ahead and look through the agenda and link through those things. But we have update on state advocates, our upcoming events and auctions. And but basically we're changing the meeting around so there's more talk for discussion and time to get your feedback and time to answer your questions. So with that being said, on the screen now, we're listing the discussion topics for tonight. Ayana just touched on the importance, or not touched on, spoke so well about the importance of advocacy and how you can make a difference in the profession and in your state. I just briefly wanted to say that we offer you support in any way we can to help you presenting at your state level. We have slide presentations. We have rolling slides we can prepare that you can just ask your state leadership, can these go up, these 10 or 12 slides during the breaks at our meeting. We have materials to host a foundation booth, banner, tabletop banner, runners, materials, annual reports, brochures. And then in many states, we have resident advocates. So if your state has a nurse anesthesia program in it, there might be an advocate already in your state working advocating to the students in that program. And if you're in a state that has programs and you don't have resident advocates, please encourage them to apply. The resident advocate, there's 2 application dates per year, and one is coming up. It's October 31st. So please encourage, as I said, if you don't have residents in your state that are currently advocates, work to get some if you can, because the students can be really instrumental at your state meetings if you are going to your state meeting and want them to help out. We have a program for resident advocates, and it's a meeting sponsorship program. And students who are advocates can apply to come to a meeting, either ADCE, mid-year, or annual Congress, and assist the foundation in all of our many activities that take place over the 4 or 5 days of annual Congress. And they are great. They bring so much energy to everything we're doing. And if you're a state that has a resident advocate, you can also ask them if they or students in their program would be willing to help you out at your state meeting, or even attend the state meeting. Or maybe you couldn't stand at a booth, but maybe you could get a few students who would be interested in it. So just wanted to share a little bit about the program for people who don't know about it. And just as a reminder, it's great. We just feel the energy of these people who are on the verge of becoming CRNAs and are so excited about the profession and so energized, and they're leaders, and they're wanting to go above and beyond just their studies and do other things. So, but what else can we do for you? You don't have to answer the question now, but we're here if there's something that you could use that would really be helpful in communicating with your state, or with making it easier for you to represent at your state, please let us know. Moving down on our topics, the state support, Michael addressed that in the beginning of this. I know many states support our scholarships and support our sponsors for our annual Congress fundraising event. Thank you so, so, so much. It's wonderful to have that state support. And is one of Michael's goals to get all 50 states involved. You know, wish us luck and help in any way you can, you know. So it really is just a matter of, if we make the effort to hit that goal, it means we're making the effort to connect with people in those states who might not know too much about us, or don't, you know, just aren't aware of what we're doing and how they can help. But I'm going to turn it over to Michael. Go ahead and say some more, please.
No, you know, just to reinforce and mirror exactly what I said, I would love to just have a big map hanging in front of the foundation booth with the little value that each state gave. How cool would that look? Just knowing how that we're really able to move and advance the profession of nurse anesthesia. You know, many of us have researchers in our state too that would love to help contribute. And we have money that we could really offer in scholarships for that purpose within itself. You know, we have a lot of money for you mentioned all this, our residents that are having trouble. We have that money, but we only have this money because people are donating. States are donating, individuals are donating, industry is donating. That's really how we're able to make our magic work. But what's really nice about the AANA Foundation, in contrast to the PAC, they're both super important, but any donation that goes to the foundation is tax write-offable. That you certainly can get a tax break by donating to the foundation because we are nonprofit. So I think a lot of what we as the foundation has to offer, a lot of our members don't know that we have as much as we have to offer them. I don't think a lot of the members really know the hard work and the amount of time and energy that we put into actually making sure that we're really protecting the profession. We're the gatekeepers. We're the ones that are putting out the research. We're the ones that are putting out those papers on new advances in our profession. It's the foundation that's making it possible for those that can and have that skill set to research to actually do it. So the education really needs to be there. And like Luann said, get that slide deck updated and just play it in between sessions. You know, people are sitting there talking. Hey, they may see something about the foundation. I would love for us to have a booth at every state meeting. Is it possible? No. But we do have student advocates that are present that maybe can help man the booth and help disseminate our message, because we have nights like this for students, or residents, I should say, I'm sorry, where we're educating them and getting them involved, and they're palpating our excitement toward the foundation as well. And we could put them behind the table. Luann definitely said they're great ambassadors for us. And, you know, everybody loves our residents. Let's see them starting early in their career and really making our energy contagious for them. That's really the only way we can get it done. And if we can bring this into your individual state, let's do it.
Definitely. Yes, definitely. Thanks, Michael.
Thank you.
Yes, good backup. One other thing I wanted to talk about is we have crowdfunding on here. As you know, there's several ways that people, when you're at a state meeting, can give to the foundation. And our little pop-up banners that we have a QR code that has a link that a person would just scan the code, and it goes straight to our Mobile Cause Give Smart page, where a person can easily make a gift. So we have that. But something we're going to be looking at and investigating more this year is our crowdfunding, peer-to-peer fundraising opportunity. We established this about 4 or 5 years ago, and several state advocates used it and still use it. But we haven't done too much to update it until very recently. So Alyssa's been looking at it and working with it. And we want you, when we're done with the meeting, we want you to go ahead and text CRNA 14 to 71777. That happens to be Ron Castaldo of Delaware. He has an upcoming meeting coming, and it'll just take you to what you'll receive when you do that in the text is you'll get a link. And when you click on that link, you'll see what Ron's people in Delaware will see. So it just gives you an image of you could easily create a page like this for your state if that's something you're interested in doing. So you'll be hearing more about that as the year goes on. It's just another tool. You can set your own goal. Like you could have a goal of, I'm going to raise $1,000 at this meeting and then figure out how many people are there. And, your ad could be if everyone gave $50 or whatever it is. It's however you want to use it, or have no goal and just say if you want to support and be recognized with a state donation, you can do it that way. So just something we wanted to share with you tonight in the hopes that you'll take a look at that page and maybe have questions or feedback and watch for more information to come on that. Finally, first I'll stop then. Are there any questions on anything we've talked about? We've had a bunch of little things going on. So just want to pause for a minute and see if anyone has any questions or comments. Okay, if not, our last discussion point is next steps. And they're listed in the agenda. If you reviewed the agenda, you've read them. It's like we ask that you lead by example and make your own FY25 donation. The size doesn't matter. Donations of $100 or more are included in the annual report, and we'd love to see you listed there. And as I said, the easiest way is to text CRNA to 41444 to make a gift. Another thing we ask for state advocates to do is thank their state donors. And we get those lists once a year and get those out to you. So if you are interested in getting your list, please send Alyssa. You can either throw it in the chat right now or send Alyssa a message. And we will prepare and send you your donor list. And then please mail or email donor acknowledgements to the CRNAs in your state. So it's so easy to craft a nice little 3-line personal message from yourself, a fellow CRNA from your state, and just send it out to those people, thanking them via email for their gift. Other people have done much more elaborate things to say thanks, as far as handwritten thank you notes and other things, but anything is appreciated because you're just a second touch point. The foundation sends out acknowledgements for every gift. But it sure is nice when someone local thanks you. Well, anytime you get a thanks from someone else, it just goes a long way in making someone feel good. So make plans to represent the foundation at upcoming state meetings. We also will have the 1-page fall update sent to you with meeting follow-up. And that's something that you can easily send on to CRNAs in your state as is. You can update it with your name and contact info, or you can share some of the information contained within it in your state newsletter if there's a newsletter, looking at the things that align. And then just finally, we will have an auction, but not until annual Congress. It's on the list, though. If you have good auction item ideas, let us know. And if you have any state advocate program ideas after listening to the discussion today, and you have an idea of, maybe if we had this, it would go a long way, or something else. If there's something you need, let us know, because that is what we are here for. And that's the official part. I'm going to now turn it back to Michael and Yana to share any final thoughts.
Luann, should we share a secret with our friends on tonight about what we're doing at ACDE?
Sure.
Boy, do we have a party for you to attend. We're going to have a wild fundraiser. It's called Cacti and Cocktails, not Joe, average party, because it is in Texas, right? Not in Texas, it's in
Arizona.
Arizona.
Almost.
Not your party, right? Not your not your average foundation party.
Fundraiser,
But one
right.
thing that I know that Luann did hit on is we do have silent auctions and we do have other fundraising events. If you or anyone in your state that you know of would like to donate to our auction, and we're always looking for little fun gifts, something different, something that may represent your state. Maybe you want to donate that as your state itself. We're always looking for some great donations for us to exhibit for our different fundraising events and our auctions and all of that. So we have a great party coming up in ACDE. I hope to see, if you're going to attend ACDE, I hope to see your smiling face there. We've got a lot of great ideas, a lot of fun, because it's not your average foundation party. Ms. Yana, you want to say anything else?
Yes, of course. And guys, don't underestimate the value of social media, right? These kids, and I'm referring to our residents, of course, and our future, just plain and simple. They live on social media just like we all. And just a short video, just put it out there. I was very successful with videos like that in the past, raising some significant amount of money for the foundation, and as well as just being personable, just being unscripted, being lively, and just really sharing your passion for our profession on with a short video, a short post, something that will inspire others to participate and get involved. I think will go far. And of course, I hope to see you all at our foundation booth and our fundraising events. It's an amazing team, and I'm just so proud to be a part of this absolutely fantastic profession. It gave me so much, and I will protect it with everything I've got, and I know you all feel the same way. So thank you for being here.
Thank you, Yana. And I just want to echo Yana's sentiment as well, and just thank you so much for giving us your time tonight. It really means a lot.
It does.
All right.
Thank you, guys.
All right. Thank you, Alyssa. Thank you, Luann. And thank you.
Thank
Dr.
you.
Shirley.
Good night, everyone. Thank you
Good
so
night,
much for
everyone.
joining.
Thank you.
Thank you.
See you guys soon. Good night.
Thank
Good
you.
night,
Good
everyone.
night.
Bye.
Congrats to Vanderbilt, Lori.
Crazy.
Even though you beat a South Dakota coach, I'm a little bit bummed by that, but strong work.
I'd like to take credit, but it was great. Nice talking to you, Paul.
Yeah, you too. Have a good night.
You too.